The Progressive Era from the 1890s to the 1920s was supposed to be a time when America cleaned up its problems, things like political corruption, unsafe working conditions, and child labor. Everyone was talking about reform and progress, but for African Americans, it didn't feel very progressive at all. While the country bragged about moving forward, Black Americans were being pushed backward by segregation, voter suppression, and violence. It was like America was upgrading to a new system but forgot half of its users.
Segregation became the law of the land under Jim Crow. Black and white citizens were separated in school, restaurants, buses, basically anywhere humans existed. The Supreme Court Plessy Ferguson decision in 1896 said separate but equal was totally fine. Nothing about it was equal. Black schools got the leftovers, teachers were paid less, and the public facilities looked like they'd been forgotten since the Civil War. Separate but equal, basically a polite way of saying you got less and we'll pretend that's fair. So while reformers were fighting for cleaner cities, African Americans were just fighting to sit on the same bench.
Oh,
It wasn't only about separation, it was about control. Southern states found creative ways to stop African Americans from voting, such as poll taxes, literacy tests, and grandfather clauses. They made sure almost no Black citizens could cast a ballot. And if anyone tried to stand up for themselves, violence was used to silence them. Lynchings were terrifyingly common, and law enforcement usually looked the other way. Ida B. Wells, a journalist, started exposing the violence in her writings. She risked her life publishing the truth about lynching when most newspapers refused to mention it. Wells proved that sometimes the most powerful weapon isn't a protest sign, it's the truth.
go.
Even in all the chaos, leaders still rose up. Booker T. Washington believed in education and job training, that if African Americans gained skills and economic power, equality would follow. But Webb Du Bois said that wasn't enough. He believed that rights had to be demanded immediately, not earned slowly over time. In 1909, Du Bois helped found the NAACP, the National Association for Advancement of Colored People. The organization started using legal action and advocacy to challenge discrimination. Those early efforts set the stage for civil rights movements decades later. Without them, there might never have been Martin Luther King Jr. or Rosa Parks movement.
The Progressive Era taught an important lesson. Not all progress is equal. For African Americans, progress often meant more barriers disguised as laws. But the people who stood up back then, Wells, Washington, Du Bois, and so many others, refused to accept that kind of progress. Their work still shapes America today, reminding us that real reform means including everyone.